Lewis Hamilton has officially arrived in Italy, marking the beginning of a historic and pivotal week for the seven-time world champion as he joins Ferrari. Whether you're a fan of Lewis or not, this moment is undeniably monumental. The most decorated Formula One driver of all time teaming up with the sport's most iconic and storied team is a combination that will forever be etched in F1 history. From simulator work to driving Ferrari's cars, there's a lot to unpack about what's happening this week and why it's so significant. Let's dive into everything you need to know about Lewis Hamilton's first week at Ferrari. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to thank all of you for your incredible support on my videos. Your comments and engagement mean the world. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, it'd mean a lot. Now let's get into the details of this historic week. Lewis Hamilton touched down in Italy on January 20th, beginning his journey with Ferrari. The first task on his agenda? Simulator work. While Lewis has historically been vocal about not being a fan of the simulator, he has increasingly relied on it in recent years, particularly since the introduction of the 2022 technical regulations. Last year, he spent considerable time on the Mercedes simulator to fine-tune the car to his driving style, which had been a challenge during this ground effect era. At Ferrari, this simulator work is crucial for several reasons. Lewis will need to acclimate to working with a new team, and specifically, with a new race engineer. Having spent most of his career with Peter Bono Bonington, Lewis now needs to build a relationship with Ferrari's engineers, including Ricky, who has previously worked with Carlos Sainz and Sebastian Vettel. The simulator sessions will help establish communication protocols, develop a mutual understanding, and build the foundation for a successful partnership. A critical element in F1, as seen with the close relationships between drivers like Max Verstappen and Gianpiero Lambiase or Charles Leclerc and his current engineer. One of the challenges Lewis faces is adapting to Ferrari's equipment, including the steering wheel. Rumors have been circulating that Ferrari might create a custom wheel tailored to Lewis's preferences, similar to what he used at Mercedes. However, this seems unlikely. Adjusting to Ferrari's standard wheel is a task Lewis is more than capable of handling, and it's doubtful he'd want or expect such special treatment. The simulator is the perfect environment for him to get comfortable with Ferrari's controls and nuances before hitting the track. The week's highlight will be Lewis's first outings in a Ferrari car. On January 21st, Charles Leclerc will take to the track, followed by Lewis on January 22nd. This will be a historic moment. Seeing Lewis Hamilton in red is something fans have only dreamed of until now. The event is expected to draw massive crowds, with fans lining the streets around Fiorano to catch a glimpse of this iconic pairing. Lewis and Charles will both drive the SF23 and the F175 over the course of these tests. While it's unlikely Lewis will drive both cars on the same day, there's a possibility he might continue testing on the 23rd as well. These sessions are not just about mileage. They're about gathering feedback from Lewis and understanding how he adapts to Ferrari's cars, which are fundamentally different from the Mercedes machines he's driven for over a decade. Lewis's driving style is unique, characterized by extremely late braking and a preference for a well-balanced car. Ferrari's recent cars, like the SF23 and F175, have been front-focused in their design philosophy, which might pose a challenge. Carlos Sainz initially struggled with the SF23's oversteer but adapted over time, while Charles Leclerc's aggressive style made the car's characteristics more manageable for him. How Lewis adjusts to these cars will be fascinating to watch. The F175, with its more neutral handling, might suit him better than the SF23. However, the feedback he provides during these tests will be invaluable for Ferrari as they develop the SF24 and beyond. Toto Wolff recently mentioned that Lewis's late braking style hasn't meshed well with ground effect cars, as it tends to overheat the tires during qualifying. This will be a key area for Ferrari to address in their car development. This test isn't just about performance metrics or technical data. It's about ushering in a new era for both Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. For the first time in his career, Lewis is driving a car that isn't a Mercedes, and this change comes with immense expectations. The collaboration between the sport's most successful driver and its most iconic team is something every F1 fan can appreciate, regardless of personal allegiances. The culture surrounding Ferrari and motorsport in Italy adds to the occasion's gravity. The enthusiasm of the Tifosi, the historic significance of Fiorano, and the sight of Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari red make this an unforgettable moment for the sport. While we may not see extensive footage from these tests, we can expect some photos and updates from the team. These early days are all about getting Lewis comfortable with the team, the car, and the environment at Ferrari. The feedback he provides will set the tone for Ferrari's plans in 2025 and beyond, as they aim to build a car that is competitive on all types of tracks and suited to Lewis's style. As we look forward to the 2025 season, this week serves as the first step in what could be one of the most exciting chapters in F1 history. Even if you're not a fan of Lewis Hamilton, seeing him in a Ferrari is a sight to behold and a moment to cherish. What do you think of this historic first week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.